On a weirdness spectrum, this video is probably going to be like decently above average. A while back, I bought a toy moose from a shop in Chinatown. His name's Moose, and he just chills on my desk. The problem is, he's currently homeless, and seeing as I'm his owner, I thought I could do something about it. With lasers. So here's the plan. Find out where moose live, forests. Find out the type of trees in these forests, pine trees. Design it, cut it, build it. Except when I got to the design phase, things started to fall apart. You see, when laser cutting, all of the pieces come out flat because it's a laser cutting a flat board, and it's really hard to make a convincing three-dimensional pine tree out of two-dimensional basswood. So I moved on to plan B. Ignore where moose live and come up with your own habitat. In my case, I chose a desert, mainly because I thought a cactus would look cool while also being relatively easy to make. The process here consisted of drawing up a rough design, taking a picture of it and importing that to my computer, and then once it's there, I can draw the same design, but in Rhino, the CAD software I use. With the design transferred, all I had to do now was make the cross-section cut to make it three-dimensional, and then adjust for the thickness of the wood. Speaking of which, while making this video, it costed me both time and money, but all it costs you to subscribe is like 1 second. Plus you get notified when I release more videos. Anyways, with the wood 1/8 of an inch thick, I just changed the cuts to that size and exported the file to my USB drive. Now is where the fun part kicks in. All I had to do was bring my USB drive to the laser cutter and it would do all the work for me. Except I set the laser on too low of a setting and it didn't cut through on the first pass. And then when I went for the second pass, it was on too high of a setting and it ended up burning the wood. But it's okay, the fire didn't ruin the piece and it looked extra cool. With it all cut out, all I had to do now was assemble the pieces. Dang it. But the problem was, even though I had given it clearance for each of the pieces, there was zero tolerance, so none of them would slide into place. This meant that I had to do a bunch of sanding, and once it was finished, I could slide them all together, and I didn't even need to use glue because it was such a tight fit. The only place I had to glue was at the base where I didn't add any connections, and it was kind of a pain. Do you have a rubber band or something? Here's my new idea. This is the spacer. Then I put this on, and I just make sure that they're aligned. Once they're aligned, then I can glue them on and there'll be no stress instead of trying to like glue them all and tape them and do a big mess. So that's the new plan. Once it was set up, Moose's place was looking awesome. I took some quick pictures, photoshopped it to make it look cooler, and check it out. If you liked it, consider subscribing. We're almost to 100 subscribers. Well, 3/4 of the way there. And I'm looking forward to that. Okay, see you later. Adios.